Standing posture. Take a look at where the shoulders sit. Are they elevated? Are the hands internally or externally rotated? And is the chin forward or is the head centered over the shoulders? Walking gait. That's a normal gait. I usually start at the feet, then I work my way up. Externally rotated through the legs, internally rotated through the legs. Walking on his toes. Taking a look at the squat. Can they get all the way down? This is a foundational movement. Most humans should be able to do it. If they can't, there's probably something wrong. Could be something to do with the mobility through their ankles. Notice the ankles don't move here. Can't get the hips down. Can't get the weight forward. Range through the hips too, or even valgus in the knees. Quite often, weakness in the hips. Just bending forward. Doesn't have to be specific, just try to touch the floor. Better if they keep their knees straight or slightly bent. Watch to make sure the range doesn't just come from the back, so his hips aren't moving. Okay, so that's just the back moving. And here's just the hips moving, so the back's not really bending. Still getting down there, but the range isn't coming from the back, it's just coming from the hips. Taking a look at the back, the twist. Just global twist. The stick helps you measure it objectively. If you're looking from straight ahead, you can usually tell if one side goes more than the other. Do it a couple times. Don't be afraid to make them do it 4 or 5 times each way. Get a really good look. Do side flexion too. Bending down, you can take a look at the stick. See if it's even both ways. If you don't have a stick, just get them to bend down. Watch where their hand makes it. Should make it to at least the knee. Looking at their range overhead. Lifting the arms up and through flexion. Just making sure that it's symmetrical side to side, watching how the shoulder blades move. You often pick up a hike. That left one's hiking. Or you might see that one just goes farther than the other. The right one's going farther than the left one there. External and internal rotation through the shoulders. Put their back against the wall to make sure that they don't have any movement through their trunk. There's external rotation. Should have at least 45 degrees. Internal rotation is best tested up here against a wall. Should have at least 45 degrees. Athletes should be able to get their hands to the wall, especially if they're in a throwing or swimming sport. Real simple one, just get them to bring their hand up behind the back and check side to side. In this position, you should have at least 150 degrees at your knee. Anything less than that and you have tight hamstrings, goal is 180. For the hip flexor, 120. 120 degrees at the knee. Nice and simple, a 90-90 at the hips. Try to get their shins flush with the floor. Make sure that they get a little bit of hip flexion. Test the range through the hips. Knee to wall. Should be able to get your toe about 10 centimeters off the wall. Normal range motion is 10 to 15 degrees dorsiflexion. Anything less than that, you're going to struggle.